Ariel Helwani in Chicago gearing up for UFC on Fox 6 alongside Glover Teixeira, who meets Quinton Rampage Jackson this Saturday night live and free on Fox. And Glover, this is a big one. You're getting the fight that you wanted. Rampage is getting the fight that he wanted. He keeps saying that you've been talking smack about him and he feels disrespected, yet I don't recall you talking smack about him. When did you disrespect him?
I don't know. I don't know unless when I say I'm going to win this fight, I'm going to push it for knockout or submission, and that's the respect for him. That sucks because I never disrespect any opponent, and especially Rampage is a great fighter, and I'm looking forward for a great fight.
Do you feel like he is almost saying this to psych himself up, like he has to convince himself that you are a bad guy?
I don't know, it really doesn't matter to me. I think I don't have to put this in my head to fight, I'm going over there to win, take care of business, and this is the biggest fight of my career, the biggest name, the biggest show, co-main event in UFC. This is great. I'm reaching my dream, man. I'm so motivated for this fight,
Yeah, this is, at least according to him, his last fight in the UFC. Do you think this is a distraction? Like, do you feel like he'll put too much pressure? Or maybe you can say, well, if he's not motivated for this fight, he'll never be motivated for a fight. What do you think?
No, I think last fight is like, we have a saying, Lyoto told me once, to talk about the book, a samurai book, and the samurai always have the last fight because they don't know. They always think the next fight is the last fight of their life because they fight to death or live or death, So, the last fight is always motivation. It's like this guy's going to come with nothing to lose. That's his last fight, and he's going to come strong. I'm guarantee you he's going to be in a good shape, and I'm telling you, I'm in the best shape too.
Some have hypothesized that, the UFC has booked this matchup, so you get rid of Rampage. The young guy beats the older guy, and then, he goes away. Do you view it that way?
I don't know, man. I don't know what they think over there. They give me this fight. They give me this opportunity. I'm so grateful to them, and I'm going to put up a great fight. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for everything.
When you watch his last few fights, do you think he is as good of a fighter as the guy who, say, knocked out Chuck Liddell a few years back?
Rampage have this up and down in his career. You can see some of the fights he's have ups and he got down, in some of the fights. I don't know, man. I just think his fight's gonna be great. He was gonna fight me in Brazil. He got hurt and he got more time to train. So I think he's ready.
Because of what he did to Chuck, is this a personal fight for you? Would you like to avenge the loss on his behalf?
Not at all. Chuck Liddell, he's done what he have to do in UFC. He have so many knockouts. He was the greatest, one of the greatest of all times, and I don't have to deal with Chuck stuff. Can you imagine all the guy that he knocked out wants to knock me out? Yeah. That'd be like,
That'd be a tough life.
It's a fight. He got caught with a punch and he lost. But Chuck is always going to be the greatest.
When Rampage talks about you as well, he gives you props being a hard puncher, a guy who likes to stand and trade, but he now has been saying, I bet he's going to try to take me down and do what the other fighters, Ryan Bader and stuff has done. Do you take this as a challenge, or can you not worry about what he's thinking? Because it's almost like he's trying to trick you in a sense to be like, just stand and trade with me, that's what I want. He's
not going to trick me. I'm ready for this fight. I'm going to fight my fight, and whatever he says is not going to affect me in a fight. This depends how I trained before to fight on Saturday night. Now whatever he say. And I'm ready for everything. I'm ready for him to try to take me down. So, he better be ready for everything.
Final question. There is no clear-cut contender, number one contender at 205, right? You've got John fighting Chael, but after there's a bunch of guys vying for that number one spot. If you win on Saturday, should you be the number one contender?
Oh, you got to talk with my manager about that. He's the one.
Ed, he never answers our call.
Well, I don't know. He's got to... Because he not have nice shoes,
I know, he's been hating on me all day.
I love those shoes.
Yeah, Ed thinks he's some kind of shoe aficionado.
It's weird, he's weird. But anyway, that's his job, after this fight, and we see, I don't really care. I just want to fight and keep busy.
All right, well, always a pleasure. Good luck to you on Saturday, Glover.
Thank you, appreciate it.